We're here with Paul Salewski in the final segment of our Ask the Expert with Doyle Salewski today. We got an email, and this is a common problem, Paul, that you've heard of 1,000 times, no doubt. Here it is from Kevin. So, I absolutely needed to declare bankruptcy. Now, how do I rebuild my credit? How can I minimize the negative effects of having 8 to 9 bad debts showing on my 2 credit reports for the next 7 years? I see that I can apply for secure credit cards. Is there anything else I should do? Can a car loan help? Those are all good questions.
Well, basically, you want to reestablish your credit. You want to establish a series of purchases, a series of payments. But you want to do it within kind of the rules that they establish. For example, they use a thing called a beacon score or a FICO score to measure your credit worthiness, and all things affect that. And if you've got too many credit cards, for example, that'll affect your score. If you use more than half your available credit, that will hurt your score. Things like that. We typically recommend that you do use secured credit cards. They're good. You put $1,000 down, you have a card with a $1,000 limit. We recommend you use that religiously every month, but never more than half of the amount.
So don't go over 500.
Don't go over 500, and pay it off every month, never carry a balance. So what you're establishing is a series of purchases and a series of payments. So your credit is showing that, oh yeah, you buy and you pay, you buy and you pay. And the bad debt will eventually wear off of that, and what you'll have is a good credit rating. Getting a car loan, I guess if you need a car, that's let's face it, we don't go and buy a car. Somebody got a car loan to pay it back, so it depends on your circumstances.
Yeah, if you can get a car loan.
Well, you probably can. A lot of places will give you a car loan, and really it's a function of how much interest you pay.
In regard to Kevin's question, once you go bankrupt, you're in that situation for 7 years, correct?
No, you're in bankruptcy for anywhere from 9 to 21 months, or a bit longer if you've been bankrupt before, but your credit rating is affected for a first-time bankrupt for 7 years. Right. Okay. So,
but you can start rebuilding that credit during that 7-year period. Right?
We recommend it, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not like you're in financial purgatory for 7 years.
No. Basically, secured credit cards, for example, typically you apply for that once you get your discharge from bankruptcy. Right. And the whole idea is to build up your rating so you show that you're a responsible person to some extent.
Exactly.
And the old was just a sort of anomaly.
It's a great way to learn, too, along the way. You've got yourself in a situation before, but you're trying to rebuild your credit, and then you find out as you go how to do it. I believe we got another email question. Here we go. Does credit consolidation impact your credit rating negatively?
Every time you borrow money, it impacts your credit rating negatively. They keep track of all that. The amount of times you apply for credit, the amount of credit cards you have, the amount of debt you carry, the amount of available debt you have. All those things negatively impact your credit rating. Really? Yeah. Now, consolidation loan can be good because what it can do is it can have it so that you take 6 or 7 loans, turn it into one loan. So instead of having 6 or 7 loans that might go bad, which would really hurt your credit rating, you have the one loan that hopefully you can keep up. Right. And you should check your credit rating, right? I think you should all the time, at least once a year. Check and make sure. A lot of people have similar names. You never know. There's things that could end up there. We've heard. You guys have told us about these. Identity theft, for example, could happen. And all of a sudden you've got some stuff on your credit rating that's not you. Check it. And it's free to check it. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't cost you a dime. It doesn't affect your credit rating to check your credit rating. It does not. No. And for all of those who called in or wrote in today, we have this book that you should really get your hands on. It's called the Copper Jar System, your blueprint for financial fitness. And people come into your office, this is something you point out to them as well. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Paul, thanks for your time today, my friend. My pleasure. Paul Salewski from Doyle Salewski on Ask the Expert. Remember, if you've got a question, maybe there's something that you felt was a little too sensitive for our program, these guys are here to help you. Come on down. Yeah, exactly. Doyle Salewski, we're there to help. Exactly. They are certainly there to help you out, so feel free and get over that fear. We'll take a break. It's 9:38 now here on CTV Morning Live. Much more to come. I believe there's a big bake sale we're going to tell you all about. That's coming up shortly. We'll be right back.